welcome into our second of 2 best of 5s, and then after this we have StarCraft 2 casting for the SC2 safe house. But on the left-hand side is going to be Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. Right side is RossPierrDoll, and we're going to Infernal Shrines for map number 1. Looks like coin flip was won by Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins, so they will get first pick priority, or opt into it. RossPierrDoll got map pick, and obviously they chose Infernal Shrines. They banned away Sky Temple, and Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins banned away Curse Hollow. So that means Alterac Pass is available for forget what. As we get our Twitch prediction going, we have a Cho ban, so I am disappointed. Samuro will get target banned as well. Alrighty. Okay, I was wondering, I know Monkey had said that they would be available for substitute if needed, and I wasn't sure if that's why we saw an immediate Samuro ban, if Monkey had, like, slipped his way into this as a sub today. Yeah, immediate disappointment with the Cho ban, immediate disappointment. Sylvanas will be removed as well. I love how they have no clear documentation on any of their features. Always just minimal amount of text possible. Oh, of course, Ninja. Of course. Why would you be direct and clear when it comes to being Twitch? Has Twitch ever been direct and clear with any of their policies? Bollocks Pit's pretty fun. I want to play that. I might pick it up for next week. I think we might play that on like Wednesday or something next week. But yeah, I was watching someone play and I was like, this looks really fun. I watched the trailer for it during one of the indie showcases. What's up, Harold? Good to see you. No exclamation for that. I believe you don't want the exclamation. Chromie will be banned. Junkrat will be the first pick on the side of Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins for Infernal Shrines. Good poke. Not too bad. We'll grab a Johanna with a Brightwing. Okay. Not really 100% sure what RossPierrDoll wants to do for this start of the draft, but it looks like they're going to be going to a bit of a control draft with their Johanna with Condemn and the minion wave. You got Brightwing polymorphs as well. Little poke potential from Arcane Flare. Phase Shift Burst Healing. With the Junkrat, what do they want to grab? Stitches can be a play. But it's not a guarantee. They work well together. Junkrat, Anduin, Blaze. The Stitches really does work well. Hook into Chastise, Hook into Gorge, into Chastise, Steel Trap. All of that could be single target deletion. You might sit there and say like, oh, but what about the Skeletal Defenders getting in the way? Well, if you just walk up and Gorge someone and then Leap of Faith them, you know, to the gate and stuff, you can find a kill. So there's a lot of opportunities, and I don't think Infernal Shrines is a bad map for Stitches whatsoever. I mean, we've seen high tier players play him on this map, and also double globes are not too bad either for him between the mid to top rotation or mid to bottom rotations. Genji will be removed. Don't want to deal with his mobility. With the Genji being removed, that leads me to believe there's going to be something in the backline that's going to be squishy that could be bursted down or harassed easily. So, and also Genji's just a solid hero with the Anduin Light Bomb as well as not bad. I mean, it's a combo we see. X Strike plus Light Bomb. Hanzo will be removed as well for Scatter, Poke. He also has really good Shrine Clear with explosive arrows. But if we get into the mid-draft phase with the Johanna Brightwing, should be seeing something with a little extra wave clear. They're very much lacking that. And they know what they're going to go into the solo lane, the Blaze. Dahaka's not bad. Leoric's really good for this map. Urel's not too awful either. I really do like the possibility of the Dahaka. Gul'dan for that wave clear. I like that a ton. Leoric is not bad either. You could entomb into Horrify, and you can push people away and, well, single target delete. Last 2 picks, though. I still think they should go Stitches. I really do like it. Stitches with some sort of sustained damage dealer, maybe? Stitches Cassia, maybe? They're gonna go Tracer. There's that sustained damage I was hoping for. And then Muradin's not bad either. I also just want to see some Stitches play. Let's be honest. I want to see some tank variety. We pretty much just had Muradin, Johanna, Garrosh today. I think that's all we've seen tank-wise. Oh, and ETC. And ETC as well. Last pick on the right side. They could go Hypercarry Gul'dan. I don't think they will. Something like Cassia's not too awful into Tracer as well, but I don't think they're gonna double up on blinds. The Medivh is... It's good burst denial with Force of Will. There's Riptire, there's Light Bomb, there's Pulse Bomb. There's a lot of burst setups, so I don't hate the Medivh. It's definitely an interesting draft from RossPierrDoll. I think I like Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins draft a little bit more. Let's get into the game. Stitches needs a talent called Hook, Line, and Sinker. Hire this man. Hire this man immediately. that's actually brilliant, Kel. I like that a ton. Not only am I not finding any documentation streaks what you get, but I found multiple bots that have done it better and actually are documented. Oh, like bots. I see what you mean. Yeah, Lard has a bot for that, I think. You can't expect a small indie company like Twitch to document all their features. Yeah, especially when they're too busy pushing their top 5% even further up. Because what is a gaming platform but not someone sitting around reacting to other people's reaction content, reacting to content, you know? Yeah, Ninja. Cav was saying something about that yesterday as well. If only Twitch, like, embodied what they are, which is a gaming platform. If only. Kaladin! I don't know why alerts are awkward.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part too.
Prepare yourself.
No message. Thank you for the tier 1 for 34 months. Man, so many big months coming through. So many people so close to 3 years, but thank you again, as we are here ready to go into map number 1 of our second best of 5 of the day. And after this series, we got StarCraft casting with Johanna to be played by Mac. You've got your Lav called Brightwing, Bronek, Gul'dan, Itrex on the Leoric, and Alvarez playing Medivh. Left side is Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins with your Nano, Junkrat, Gaflo, Tracer, DK on Muradin, Surdath Blaze, and Banana will be your Anduin. Power Word Shield, blow him up, thank you. Love a good blow him up build. As we also will see your Adrenaline Stim Pack, a Parting Gift, and Third Wind Muradin. Zealous Glare, Oasin's Renewal. You've got your Hyper Shift, Portal Mastery, and Gul'dan is what? Pursuit of Flame, okay. I'm a big fan of Pursuit of Flame on this map. I think Echo Corruption's good as well, but I just think Pursuit of Flame is easy to finish, good for wave clear, and Rampant Hellfire is just stupid strong. But yes, my PSA for Blow 'em Up continues. Hitting an enemy hero with Concussion Mine or Steel Trap causes Junkrat to deal 25% more damage with basic attacks and abilities for 6 seconds. That's a lot of damage available, and if you go into your Boom Pow at 4, and you hit an enemy hero with a Concussion Mine, you have a 6-second cooldown on your Concussion Mine, and a 6-second activation time of Blow 'em Up. So in theory, you could 100%, you could have 100% uptime on this if you were to then, have a Steel Trap somewhere in between there. A decently sustained 25% bonus on all ability damage and attack damage, huh? Seems really good. Anyways. The double soak continues from mid to bottom. Nothing really flashy.
I'm out of cards.
He's out of cards, apparently. Don't draw full, Banana. Oh, nice, Ninja. Enjoy. Tracer in top lane. They jump into Leoric. Itrex will fall. He's going to cheat a little bit of death off Blaze, but Inspired Minion Wave will get some wonderful siege into the fort gate. And I assume, they'll be able to make some good plays with Arcane Punisher. Maybe not, actually. Never mind, Tracer's fine. But realistically, if they were to get Arcane Punisher, that early weakening, that soft siege is really nice. Alright, sorry, give me 1 second. There we go. mouse pad a little all over the place. I'm trying to figure out where I need to leave this. Junkrat bottom clears up against the Johanna. Hearthhouse are full. Camps on the left and the right will be grabbed. We're just kind of skimming the map. It has been a pretty docile beginning. I mean, obviously the one kill at the start of the, or in the top lane earlier on was nice, but other than that, it's just been trading experience from minion waves and camps. Big thing to mention at level 4 for your Leoric is going to be the Neil Peasants. We don't see it very often, and this is one of the best maps for it, I would say. A few Fell Flames thrown in. Blaze already working on objective hit. Adrenaline Stimpak is active. Arcane Flare checks the bush. Twin Flames will be thrown out as well. Murden lands a Stormbolt into Gul'dan. The Chastise goes after Manduin as well. The Pulse Bomb landing into Bronek. Sustained damage is pretty decent. Parting Gift. And that parts with Gul'dan's health bar as well. A second kill goes over to Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. And I do believe they get the subjective phasing as well. How did Gundam building go? Really well. I'm going to reach out to Bandai and see if they are interested in sending me other models, because I am a Bandai creator, and I don't know if they have anything with that, but I'd be happy to do another Gundam if Bandai wants to send me one or something. But it was fun. It was easy. If you're looking to do, I recommend them. The big thing I do recommend is the special. I wouldn't call them scissors, but it's like I forget the name for it. Either way, the Chastise comes through. Punisher trying to push in, jumps onto the gate for the fort here. Is there a wraparound from Murden? I am seeing a wraparound into the Stormbolt, onto this. Oh my god, the Punisher follows up Alvarez with 33 HP! I thought they had that Medivh kill. I legit thought the Punisher had set that up beautifully. Tracer lands the Pulse Bomb into Leoric, and they do get that kill. Snips, yes, Snips, yes. Thank you. I kept wanting to say scissors, and I was like, they're not scissors. Yeah, I do recommend getting some of those. Or at least if you don't have one. But with the 3-0 in kills, the objective, the siege, it is a level lead, and 10 talent here, Heroic on the left-hand side. Chastise thrown out from Manduin, looking for anyone coming out of that portal. Johanna will discover Nano here on this bottom. Danger Ping is next to him. Let's take a look here really quickly. Yeah, definitely can't see the Johanna. She does step out. Concussion Mine mid-air. Concussion Mine again. Won't be able to save this camp. Gul'dan does go down to Anduin. I apologize. Brightwing tried to trade into Lovecoil, but Brightwing was able to float away a little bit faster with the pixie dust. Gul'dan taken down. Man, a 4th kill over to the left-hand side of Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. Yeah, have a nice day indeed, Nano. You too, bud. Avatar for Murden, Riptire, Light Bomb, Bunker, and Tracer is what? That looks like Sticky Bomb to me. Next objective should be about a minute to a minute and a half away. We do have Heroics on the right side with your Bless Shield, Brightwing, Blink Heal, Entomb, Horrify, and Leyline Seal. So Junkrat will grab camp on the left side. Looks like Leoric is going to be going for theirs. Maybe a potential fight to break out. Few Fell Flames thrown in. Murden looking to step up into the Leoric. Unable to find anything. Pulse Bomb lands onto Leoric. Sticky Bomb will slow him down. The Face Shift from Brightwing comes through. The Stormbolt from Murden's there. Soothing Mist afterwards. Denies the CC. A good Entomb. Encapsulates this Murden. Riptire from Junkrat. Big boom. Leap of Faith. Pulling Murden around, and he's able to back away with Avatar expiring in just a second or two. Right? 20 seconds. Baseline 90. Oh, he had like 5 more seconds on it, actually. Because it expires at the 70-second mark. Technically at the 69-second. Let's actually say 69 for funsies. Oh no, Gaflo! Recall? Good try, bud. Good try from Gaflo, but a really beautiful rotation from RossPierrDoll confirms their first kill. They might get a second one into DK, who jumped Dwarf Toss to the safety. Meanwhile, Junkrat stole that right side camp for a little more experience. What's the death timer, Tracer? 10 seconds. Objective is 2 seconds. Blaze getting a top left camp as well. So I do believe Tracer respawns. She'll be able to join in with the allies. They will be trailing in the subjective pit. We'll see if they're able to come out on top. Right wing showing in top lane, but she'll hyper shift into Leoric. DK getting low, chunked by Gul'dan. Needs to cycle out to let that trait kick in. Does have third win level 1, higher threshold, faster rate as well. Jet Propulsion goes in. Medivh 34 stacks, by the way. Riptide from the Junkrat. Pulse Bomb takes down Leoric once again. Third kill into Leoric this game. Getting bullied quite a bit. Gul'dan, the other 2 kills. Jet Propulsion lands into Gul'dan. Bunker comes down from Blaze. The Leyline Seal creates space. The Stormbolt lands into Johanna. Mac backing away with 500 HP. And I said they'd be trailing. It was 36-31 as I'm just taking stock of it. But it is Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins with a Girthy second objective. Mortar Punisher moving in through bottom lane. Fallen Shaman. Remember, Blaze grabbed this earlier. That's pushing onto the Keep Gate. Jet Propulsion follows up the Punisher jump onto Leoric. He gets the Wraith Walk activated afterwards. No minions here. Blaze takes down Tower on the left-hand side. Anduin, Tracer, Punisher working on the structure. I think Blaze is going to pivot into mid for a little early siege onto the gate. Junkrat going to help out with that. Does have Ripper Air level 13 for a little bit more mobility around the map. Reduces the cooldown by 12 seconds. For those that don't know, baseline cooldown for Concussion minus 16. 4 or 5 from Gul'dan, a Light Bomb mixed in there, a Blessed Shield from Johanna. And Blaze gets picked off. A Leap of Faith pulls Gaflo to safety. A Zealous Glare is the tail end of that engagement damage. Anduin Divine Star goes out. Meanwhile, the Fallen Shaman got tons of value in the top lane, taking down nearly the entire gate. 1 stack needed from Medivh, by the way.
Oh, just leave this here.
1 stack needed. Stormbolt finds the Johanna. That's really all they're going to find engagement-wise. 3 stacks on Piercing Light, by the way, for the Anduin. No sub done Johanna. Pursuit of Flame done. Rampant Hellfire 2 levels away. Assumed. A little bit more harassment into the Johanna. Fascia from Brightwing as Gul'dan burns through a bit of his health for that mana bar replacement. Junkrat, Nano. Split push Junkrat. I mean, look at his siege damage, chat. Look at that Junkrat siege. Compare it to Gul'dan on the opposing side. That's actually... Nano, you are a monster on this split push with Junkrat. Medivh trying to sneak that last hit over the wall. Doesn't land it. Arcane Flare from Brightwing to poke in. Shield Glare from the Johanna. Twin Flames from Blaze. Just working on the sidewall. Minion Wave will be taken down. Infinite nades, or endless nades, sorry, for Junkrat. Glyph of Faith. Juggernaut plating. You've got Tracer. Oh, I'm blanking. Ricochet, right. Ricochet at level 16. I was like, it's the same icon as the level 1 Tracer rounds, but that's obviously not Tracer rounds. Pulse Bomb lands on a Johanna for Iron Skin. Actually, the Force of Will denies it. Iron Skin was active during that as well. So pretty much mitigated there. Gaflo needs to build back up their bar as Leoric is a little far forward in top lane. Did Wraith Walk into this pit, but I think that was seen. Dwarf Toss. Oh, Twin Flames! That had to have been maybe a half a second away from getting Hearth activated. That's really unfortunate for Leoric. A 4th death, I think? Yeah. Mid lane does get opened up a little bit. Junkrat heads again to top lane to push things up a little bit faster. Punisher for mid should be announced really soon. Danger pings on a Junkrat, but he's got that Ripper Air. He's got 1 right there, and then another 1. Oh. Portal set up, but he's out of there. All right, there's your mid lane Punisher. 3rd one of the map, Frozen, and we'll see if Forts, if this has gotten to the side of Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins, I would assume they get Fort, keep Gate, and if there's a kill or 2, maybe they get 50% or more of this keep. It really depends on kills. I'd say that's kind of the big factor in this one. 16 on the right side has been achieved. Mithril Mace, Rampant Hellfire, Temporal Flux, Criterize, Holy Renewal as well for the Johanna. Big pickups. About a level in scaling. Medivh finishes out his baseline, so time to feed from Medivh. Jet propulsion from Blaze will be coming through. Pyromania activated. Leyline Seal finds a couple. The Light Bomb. Cleanse coming out from Brightwing as well, I do believe. I thought I saw a Soothing Mist. Ronick low. Horrified from Gul'dan. Muradin still chasing in the Riptire. Oh, the Riptire gets cleared away and Bronick lives. Are you serious? Blaze is the one to go down to Leoric. Chastise on to this Medivh who gets his portal out. 29, 31 of 40 skeleton defenders. Avatar activated by Muradin, polymorphed immediately by Brightwing. Does he have Reverb 4? Yes, he does. 5% off his heroic cooldown. Leave a 4.5 second cooldown per enemy hero hit with Thunderclap. Junkrat snuck his way to top lane with a Ripper Air, so he's not going to be taken down. Still Blaze dead for 20. Tracer runs in, Pulse Bomb misses. Recall, I believe, was activated. Fort will go down. Condemn into the Entomb, the Light Bomb to maybe create some space. Soothing Mist from Brightwing. Tracer and Duansari is taken down. Misread the models. So Punisher gets Gate. Junkrat is still pushing top with Muradin a little bit. Yo, what's up, Cam? How you doing? Where's my Asmodan? You know, it's the same question, Stark. Same question. Rip is the only team that's really run Asmodan in this tournament, from what I remember. Rip also has had Probius first banned away from them in like every game they've played in this tournament too. Probius. Not exaggerating. Like, crazy. Just tired? Oh, well. Time to get a cup of tea or some coffee and enjoy the morning of Here's the Storm. Second best of 5 of the day, and then after this series, we're going to be casting some StarCraft 2. There is the StarCraft 2 Safe House event that is going on today and tomorrow, Zombie Grubs event. I believe it starts in 1 hour. I'll be a little bit late to it, but I'll be casting that and then raiding over to the main channel at the end. I think they have me for like 5 best of 3s, but I told them like I'll cast until a certain time, and then I got personal things to do. Important personal things today. Rewind Muradin. We do have your get stuff for Tracer, Cannonball's Junkrat, Sentry Anduin, Fortified Bunker for the Blaze. Horrified from Gul'dan will be activated. Does pull Blaze out of position. Who activates his Adrenaline Step Back and his Pyromania. Is the Bunker going to be summoned? It does get summoned. And he has to jump out with 200-something HP. Leyline Seal! He's got Jet Propulsion going. He's going to collide right into the Medivh, taken down immediately. Oh, that's so unfortunate for Blaze. Muradin gets Avatar. Caught by the Entomb. No Buried Alive selected in time. It's still... Leoric didn't choose level 20, so Muradin was able to Dwarf Toss out. Leap of Faith pulls Tracer to safety. Muradin Avatar will expire in 2 seconds. Radiating Faith, Invisible Friends, Buried Alive, Haunt, and Medivh cheats. Tracer, Light Bomb, didn't have an extra blink to close the distance. Here comes a Riptire from Junkrat, immediately cleared away, gets no explosion value. And over in the top lane, Leoric is doing his best to push back the incoming waves as no forts have been lost on the side of Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. This is periodic catapult pressure in all 3 lanes. With Arcane Punisher coming up in bottom lane, I think it's 30 seconds to a minute. I might be off on that. I didn't look at when the last one went down. A little bit less than that, but still. 92 stacks on Mithril Mace. Leoric is getting very close to finishing that out. He can get it off a mid lane wave really quickly before the objective phasing. Oh, Stark, that was good. There's Mithril Mace finished out. Drain misses. Junkrat gonna try and clear things out on top, so the pressure will be in favor of their team. And objective phase has started. Blaze pre-taps well in the top left. I do believe he pre-tapped well. Yeah, 114 second cooldown. Junkrat's still pushing top lane, by the way. Junkrat will be showing, and that should be the green light for RossPierrDoll to play aggressive. They've got a Blessed Shield. They're going to be able to land it onto the Anduin, into the Tracer. Light Bomb activated. Entomb from Leoric. Leap of Faith pulls Murder to safety. Gets the Avatar activated afterwards. Blaze is so very low. Polymorph, does he have a bunker in time? He has a bunker after that. Leap of Faith comes through. The Leyline Seal with Medivh cheats will be able to chase in. The top lane keep goes down. Junkrat is here with a Riptire trying to chase onto somebody. Gets some damage onto the Medivh. He's going to be portaling around. Raven Familiars squawking at the enemy. Top lane wave has crashed onto Core. I don't know if it's going to win, but we're mostly focused on this because Johanna's so very low. Concussion Mine pushes Gul'dan away. Objective phase will go over to the side of RossPierrDoll. Junkrat wants to chase in with these cannonballs. Leyline Seal. Oh, 108 HP. Medivh lives. Leoric, will he be taken down? I think he's dead here. You may be able to bury them alive, but you can't stop the auto attacks. So, yeah. Punisher jumps backwards on a Tracer over here. She's going to try and use tower shots to assist in taking this Punisher down faster. Leoric is going to try and cheat a little bit of death as well. It looks like he does have a Drain applied. I'm just curious for funsies how much she's... Oh, 6.9. Nice, nice. Nice job, Leoric.
Red team's Punisher has fallen.
So Punisher expires, and it is Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins with still all three structures available. Junkrat in the top lane was using Ripper Air to jump around and maneuver back after pushing up things. And once again, if you're curious about stats, there they are at the bottom of your screen. Tracer and Gul'dan really close together in that heroic damage. Gul'dan leading by about 3k. Look at that Junkrat siege. About 10k more than the highest on the enemy team, Gul'dan. Alrighty. Last Punisher went down maybe 40 seconds ago. I think we're looking at like a in-game time of 21, 22 minutes, somewhere in that ballpark. Nano gets another wave pushed up onto a structure, throws in some of the cannonballs, sees the Medivh, immediately Ripper Air to safety. Chattering Teeth set up in the bush, or sorry, it's Steel Trap set up in the bush. Tracer. Pressure in top lane up against the Leoric. Brightwing and Junkrat will be split from each other in the bottom. Medivh, are they running at Junkrat? No, they can't chase him down. He's got Ripper Air. He's out of there. Top lane will need to be dealt with soon. Catapults at this point in the game are dealing 500 plus damage to structures. 754 damage into structures currently, so yeah. Getting up there. No camps available on the map. Minute 47, minute 8, minute 27. 6 seconds on Fallen Shaman. On both sides, actually. Those are quite close together. Tension mounts in late game of map number 1 best of 5 series for the Eternal Conflict Season 1. If you do use the bracket command, by the way, there is a GoFundMe link in that command, and if you'd like to support for Season 2. They're over halfway. Actually, I think they're literally halfway to the Season 2 goal. So if you enjoy some Heroes of Storm, if you have a little bit of change in your pocket, and you'd like to support tournaments, by all means, exclamation bracket and follow the second link, the GoFundMe. But there's going to be that objective phasing as we get ready for 5th Punisher of the map, I believe. Minion wave to be cleared out. Fallen Shaman from the enemy side is also poked at by the Johanna. Fallen Shaman on the right to be grabbed. Medivh scouting out with bird form. So, the big thing to answer right here, right now, is going to be who comes out on top of this objective phase. The setup currently is looking very good for Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. Junkrat continues to be a nuisance in bottom. Brightwing did phase shift into top, so it is 4v5. Junkrat may get a free keep through bottom lane, but he actually might get a second keep in mid right now. Like, he could pivot into mid. And the loss would be maybe fort and keep gate. And Junkrat pivots to mid, and oh, well, he's only got a catapult. But he can still poke at the wave. Is Nano just trying to end through bottom by himself? Leyline Seal. Buried alive will expire. Leap of Faith, Horrify pushes Andu to the side. The bunker comes down from Blaze Tracer with a Pulse Bomb into the backline. Junkrat still working on mid lane keep on the right-hand side. A Catapult has arrived at the enemy core. And Medivh has Portal set up. Raven Familiar. Seems like RossPierrDoll want to try and sustain this fight, but Junkrat literally just got 2 keeps. And you get a fort?
Red team has destroyed a fort.
He's still at the core, by the way, which is losing health. It's a Brightwing defense. She'll clear out 1 catapult. 2 catapults still remain. Another one arriving. Riptire from Junkrat into Brightwing. Nano's got this. Literally, you just stop the backs and you win. I don't think Brightwing can defend this. Well, 32% remains. Gul'dan and Leoric will fall to Tracer. And Nano is still alive, huh? This is gonna be so tilting right now. Nano set up to concussion mine over the wall for another engagement on the core. Light Bomb, blink in. Stormbolt lands into Medivh, the Blessed Shield to respond to the enemy. Tracer Parting Gift will activate. Junkrat continues to whittle through the core shielding. Catapult assisting in this. And it feels like it's a slow but definite burn in favor of Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. GG. Well played. That's gotta be a bit tilting. All right, sorry, the StarCraft 2 people were asking me when they can expect me, and I said 1 to 2 hours from now. If this is a 3-0, we've got, it'll be about an hour. Because the average 3 maps takes about 30 minutes per map, so an hour and a half. Max duration for a best of 5 is 2.5 hours, so I'll be there in 1 to 2 hours. 1 to 2 hours will be there, but let's pay out the people. It is Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins, did win. And we'll run the ads. And okay, it looks like we're dropping subs today, so maybe I just make a silly little sub goal. Still 2 subs away while we run the ads. And let's see what we got going on for map number 2. Alrighty, everybody, we are back into it. Thank you for your patience. We are ready to rock and roll into Towers of Doom, map number 2. It is going to be the members of RossPierrDoll, who did lose, opting in for first pick priority, so this will be map choice coming out from Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. No tournament shenanigans, no baseline bans, no carryover bans, no meta madness, none of that stuff. It's just going to be straight up Here's the Storm. We will see a Samuro target ban at the start of this draft. I didn't want to mention that they always ban Cho'Gall because I didn't want it to happen, but it did happen. And so we will not be seeing Cho'Gall in Towers of Doom, map number 2. That's a guarantee. I mean, if you think about it, it's a brilliant ban. You ban 1 hero, you ban 2. What else are we going to be seeing, though? This is a decent map for Vikings, for Hogger. Junkrat will be removed as Nano had an insane split push. Man, Nano had an insane Junkrat game on map number 1, Infernal Shrine. So, Towers of Doom will be the kickoff for this continued series, and we'll see what ends up happening with draft for Towers of Doom. Junkrat, Samuro. Do they want to get rid of anything from last game? They get rid of Tyrael, who has... he saw a ton of play in the group stage, and I feel like I've been seeing a lot more play of him just in general. But he didn't. He literally wasn't drafted, picked, or anything in the first best of 5 of the day. Chromie, though, will be picked first for RossPierrDoll. Yeah, they definitely hate that Cho'Gall for sure. They definitely hate that Cho'Gall. That's a definite. Bum 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 bum. All right, so DK versus not versus. Sorry.
Let the games begin.
Balloon, grant us strength.
They're gonna first pick a Medivh Malfurion. Okay. Is this a Stitches comp? Or is this a Portal Garrosh comp? Or is this, do they just play Muradin again? Because that was really good last game. Johanna works. I mean, Arthas isn't bad either. There's a lot of really good opportunities. I was just not expecting a first pick Medivh. Well, a Nubarak and Deckard. So I wonder if they're anticipating a Stitches and they want the Anubarak so that way they can cocoon the Stitches, so that way he spits out the target immediately. Deckard Cain, Stay a While and Listen, is a really good tool to capture Stitches if he does gorge someone while he's retreating. Hopefully it's not the Deckard Cain. But also just Stay a While and Listen is fantastic. Lornado is can see play as well. A good a good tool to potentially steal away the boss or control it. Sylvanas to be target banned. Okay. Don't want to deal with any Wailing Arrow or Mind Control. What are they... I mean, if you want to get rid of something from last game, you could get rid of the Blaze, because Serdath did have a really good Blaze. You can get rid of Muradin from last game. You've already gotten rid of the Junkrat. If you're afraid of the Stitches, you ban that. Oh, they'll get rid of Diablo. Okay. I still think it's just going to be a Muradin, realistically. Like, Muradin, Falstad, Dahaka's not bad for this comp, but I do feel like they want a Tracer with that Malfurion. Or maybe a Mage. Malfurion Innervate for a Mage is not bad at all. I mean, you can also Innervate the Medivh and stuff, but... Can you... Wait, does anyone know? Can you Innervate Medivh while he's in bird form? Does anyone know? I don't think you can Innervate Medivh when he's a bird. But either way. Vikings with Muradin. So the last pick will be some sort of sustained damage dealer or mage. Like it could be any assassin realistically. Probius. Chromia Nubarak Deckard.
My hatred.
Okay, alright, that's an interesting... Okay, Illidan to literally just chase down the Vikings. It's probably Unending Hatred. I didn't think so. I just had that moment where I was like, can you? I've never tried. Okay, I assume so. Thank you very much, Win. How you doing today, bud? Last pick. I really don't know what they want here. It's gonna be Tracer. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a big fan of Gaflo's I'm not a big fan of Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins composition. I feel like it's very lacking, and I feel like RossPierrDoll just has better sustained fights. They have better fights. I personally, if I was a betting man on my own channel, I'd be putting channel points on RossPierrDoll. But we'll see if it's a 1-1 score at the end of Towers of Doom. Let's load on in. Don't forget, if you have a Prime Gaming and like to use it here, it's much appreciated. We're 2 subs away from being back at 1,000, which is just awesome to see. But also, it's a tiny little sub goal to make more goals. So, if you'd like to support the channel, every little bit helps us out. If you got a gifted sub and would like to continue your gifted sub, that also helps us out a ton. But thank you, everyone, for hanging out. Happy Saturday. Let's get into Towers of Doom, map number 2 of our second best of 5 of the day. After this best of 5, we're going to be swapping over to StarCraft 2 casting. Zombie Grub has her annual Safe House event, and I will be casting a few matches over there. So it's a nice day of casting, hanging out, chatting, and I will not need to change my delay or anything. So we don't have to have a 4-minute delay for StarCraft 2, everyone. We can actually talk in relative time. Left side of the map, up in this best of 5 series, is Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. Gaflo, the captain, playing your Tracer, Banana Malfurion, Nano Medivh, DK on that Muradin, you've got Eric, Baylog, and Olaf. The Lost Vikings played by Serdath. Right side of the map is going to be the team down. RossPierrDoll trying to take us to a map number 3 with a 1-1 score in the series. Itrax, Illidan, Alvarez, Falstad, Bronik is going to be your Chromie. Lothkol playing the Deckard, and all the way in the bottom lane, ignoring their entire team, is Mac on Uranubarak. Huh, that was a good rhyme. I didn't mean for it. Dwarf Block, Portal Mastery, Olaf the Stout, Parting Gift, and Emerald Dreams with Legion of Beetles on the opposing side. Deep Breathing, no unending hatred. It's going to be Immolation level 1. I was wondering if Illidan was going to try and get some extra stackage from killing the Vikings or pressuring them, but it's the Immolation at the start as we have Alvarez trying to barrel roll to safety. Muradin chases in, and it's Falstead to fall with his Frequent Flyer level 1, and Deckard goes into Scroll of Identify, which is going to be spell power for 16 seconds when enemy heroes are when enemy heroes are rooted by the Scroll of Sealing. I guess hit, rooted, same, right? Left and right camps will be Nano with the spam of the voice line, huh? 0 stacks for Medivh. Let's try and select one of the red players so we hopefully see our Viking tracker work properly. It looks like the Vikings... Yeah, I just saw Olaf pick up a globe and it went from 5 to 6. So the Viking tracker is working properly. Keep an eye on that one as the game progresses, but it seems like 3 sappers make their way into the gate of bottom lane, getting decent damage on all 3 of the structures. Pulse Bomb lands on the enemy sappers. That'll be that for the bottom lane. Meanwhile, in top lane, Illidan is still just pushing onto the gate of these Vikings. Falstad in mid lane to soak up a bit as well. Deathwing says no. Deathwing's not here. One of the Vikings will fall in top lane. It is time troubles for your Chromie, by the way. Minus 15 armor to enemies for 3 seconds. Plus 30 armor to allies for 3 seconds. The Vikings get revenge, I guess you could say, on Falstead and mid, but it wasn't really a true 1v 1.5, or 2.25. A few enemies around as well. That Tracer Malfurion. Medivh soaks up bottom lane. Ruby for your Decker King level 4, Bed of Barbs. Gonna be seeing the Hunter's Onslaught as Tracer's gonna jump in here. Now Illidan has a little bit of a harder time. He's actually gonna jump onto the Tracer instead. The camp will get leashed, but I don't think Illidan can really sustain this fight anymore. Pulse Bomb misses. Itrax still sticking around. Over in the bottom lane, I just saw Nubarak on the minimap burrow charging to safety. Now, you would think that it's gonna be top left and right traded, but Eric is going to delay this for a little bit.
Go forth and claim the altars in
Falstad's going to anchor. Serdath is already over here with 1 auto. Going to try and break vision. Falstad hammering goes out. And baby Eric goes down. Avers will get the channel. Back over in the bottom lane. Nubarak burrow charges into Impale. On to Nano. Raven Familiar level 4 was the pickup. Root goes down. Mac is chunked. I can't believe it. Really? It's 3-0 in kills, and this is not what I was anticipating for this matchup. I mean, I would have thought the Falstad and the Illidan would have been bodying these Vikings, but not the case. Now, granted, it is still early. Experience is still quite close. Illidan has found some value here and there. Seeker up in Falstad. I think Illidan was actually using the Unbound before actually taking it, because I saw him dashing through Eric randomly. Serdath is gonna lose a Viking, and it's still some experience. Illidan will inspire the minion wave, and this is gonna be decent siege in the top lane right now. The inspired minion wave is gonna deal so much. Olaf comes through. Let's check back into the bottom lane. Honestly, the solo lane has been very, very enticing this entire time. The team fights over here have been, I wouldn't say lackluster, but it hasn't been anything like flashy and oh my god, I can't believe they're doing that. It's actually Illidan constant pressure in top lane, which has been really fun to watch. Tracer in mid lane did get a pulse bomb onto Alvarez. I saw the recall on the minimap as well. Bottom lane being pushed into by some sappers. We'll see if Chromie can clear this away. 8 stacks of 20 for her deep breathing. Does go into the Mobius loop at level 7 or 5, however you want to look at that. Does also have her Leyline seal. Not Leyline seal, sorry. She already has her stuck in a loop, or temporal loop. Brain fart, so hard right there. And it looks like the Vikings will have to 2v1-ish in top lane to try and slow down Illidan's pressure. You did hear the laugh in the background. The boss is up and available. Level 10 almost here for both sides. So we cycle through the other numbers, get an idea of what the damage and healing and such looks like here in map number 2 of this best of 5. Illidan avoids the root with an unbound dash. He's dead. But Decker gets the channel in bottom lane, and we got a 32-32 game. Scroll the ceiling, trying to find something. There was a ruby applied on that Haradra. Did you see some tiny potions on the ground, some floor juice, if you will? Oh, it's going to be play again, Avatar. I assume that's Sticky Bomb, Leyline Seal, and Twilight Dream maybe for the big silence? Probably Tranquility for safety. But it is Banana, so you kind of never know. Enemy team is a bit divey, so having that AoE silence is not too bad onto Illidan and Nubarak. Top lane really quickly is Falstead helped out Illidan push things up. They also grab a camp for this lane. Lornado Deckard Kane. I was wondering if we would see it, but it is Lornado. Hunt from the Illidan down into mid lane onto a poor little Viking. As the root does connect, the gust pushes them back. A portal set up. They're going to try and chase onto Itrax and absolutely are able to do so. Hammering some Falstead, poking here and there. Lornado from Deckard Kane has expired. Chromie looking to back. Oh, that's a nice little time trap. Still working on those level 1 stacks. Oh, bye-bye. Okay, I still bye-bye, right? Yeah, she doesn't live, but tower shots onto Banana. It is Tranquility for your Malfurion. Falstead gets the top lane bell tower in their favor. Flying back over to mid. Hammering check bush.
Be swift, heroes. Do not let the gatekeepers go.
Hammering goes out onto the Viking. A Stormbolt lands on a Falstead who repositions with a barrel roll to the side. It's now Avatar Muradin activated, trying to 1v3. A Viking in bottom does get a channel. 3 shots go into the right side core. Bobko trying to get a channel. Interrupted by Eric. Tracer may go in with some blinks to interrupt and is able to do so. Muradin might find another delay as well. The beetle from Manubrak does provide vision. A Viking falls to the Nexus forces. Pulse Bomb lands onto Mac. Needs to back up to try and get a potion. Cocoon onto the Tracer. You also have your Lornado's Moral Loop activated onto one. Itrax being chased by Gaflo Tracer. DK has the last hit. Recall or play again from the Vikings. Godly. Play again for the Vikings will be activated. They'll get the channel. It looks like... Wait, no. Okay, Olaf is going to go for the channel. I thought for a second they were going to try and convert bottom right bell tower for the 4 shots, but in the end, it is a 32-26 game. A 6-point game as 6 shots have landed into the enemy core. Stormbolt, followed up by Tracer Sustain. Timeout from the Chromie. Pulse Bomb misses. Nubrak will get some fort defenses. Still have forts available for the next 3 minutes. Falstead flank Gust into the Lornado as well. Temporal Loop on a Gaff. Confirms your kill. Tracer, meanwhile, Banana trying to get away from this Illidan. Itrax may have another kill for the team. The dash in, the Cocoon onto Muradin. Medivh, by the way, with 39 stacks. He should be able to sneak the last one here. Ancient Blessings from Deckard gets activated in this attempt to kill Muradin. They do not get the kill. Medivh does not find his last stack. And Muradin, does he have 3rd win level 1? No, he went Dwarf Block, so no higher rate of healing, no higher threshold either. Meanwhile, Balog in top lane is trying to push things up. Eric is trying to get some value through mid. Illidan might have the rundown on that Viking. He's definitely done with that Unbound level 7. Picked up his Nimble Defender. If Swift Strike hits an enemy hero, gain 25 armor for 2 seconds. There's that Ancient Blessings, as I mentioned, for Deckard. And could be 5 shots into the enemy core. Uh-oh. Good gust from Falstad. And I think that's what Gaff and DK wanted. I think they were purely trying to force the gust out. What's up, Loot Detector? How you doing today, bud? Welcome on in. Happy Saturday. Over in the mid, though. Pulse Bomb onto Falstad. He barrel rolls to safety. Impale from a Nubrak. A Viking on the right side. Gonna try and sneak the channel. Olaf on the left. And I think it will be a 3 to 5 trade. Might be a small delay onto a Nubrak here and there from Tracer and such. Ooh, timeout's really good. Hold on. Healing debuff was applied to the Herodric Cube with that Emerald, level 7. Little green flash on that, but unable to get any healing debuff applied. Illidan's still pressuring. Hold on, Muradin. After the cocoon, temporal loop. Avatar will come through. Yeah. He actually got... Muradin got 20 seconds off his death time, off his heroic timer from one big thunderclap. That's actually wild, because I saw it and I was like, wait, it went immediately to 70 seconds, which is typically when Avatar ends. So, big thunderclap. So, he burned it, but he got some nice cooldown at the end, so yeah, kind of helps out. Kind of works out. Viking will get top left, bell tower, bottom right needs to be reconverted. Triple altar phase coming up soon, as a leyline seal at max range finds Illidan, but I don't think there's anything to follow up and chase him or pressure into. Viking will be able to convert bell tower soon. Falstad's getting a camp for top lane. Illidan trying to run down another Viking, won't be able to do so. 7 to 5 in kills, and the experience, there's a deficit in favor of Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins.
Heroes, I have opened a tunnel near our core that leads to the battlefield. Use it well.
All right.
What? I mean, I know I can do
So Baylog will convert this bell tower later, so that way maybe the sappers get no value. But Illidan's going to come up here and try and maybe push the sappers into the death line. I don't think it's going to be happening. They're working on bottom right bell tower. They'll get this easily. Yeah. Burning Legion. Illidan's going to hunt into mid lane out of that top. Rooted by Malfurion, taken down by Muradin and friends, right? Gust? Oh, goodbye. The Gust had to have been like 2 seconds earlier. That's so unfortunate. And this might be 12 shots. They won't get the right side. No, they won't get right side. But they will get bottom. They won't get center. They will get left. 15 to 27 currently. It actually might be 11 to 27. Cocoon onto Muradin. Timeout from Chromie. Keep in mind that armor debuff as Tracer gets deleted. Serdath gonna try and go for the channel. Mac, do you have any delay? There's pings, there's pings, there's pings! Lornado comes through just as the leyline seal interrupts. Chromie with the timeout. Able to back away. Root from Malfurion to follow that one up. Ubrak burrowing back in. Tranquility from Malfurion activated. Portal set up by Medivh. Is there a hammering over the wall from Falstad with Secret Weapon? Indeed. That level 1, or that level 7 helping out. Chromie Sandblast delaying, and it looks like no. It will not be 12 shots. Serdath loses a Viking. Matt gets the channel. And Falstad grabs top lane, so 25 stacks for Falstad. You've got... Regen globes are not tracking correctly for the Vikings, I'm pretty sure, because there's no way they haven't moved from just 9 globes. Yeah, they're at 61 globes. Hunt from Illidan into the bottom lane onto a Viking. Gonna look to try and take him down. Muradin dwarf tosses in. Ubrak here with an impale. Uh-oh, another root from Malfurion. This is looking really reminiscent from earlier. Falstad gets a Viking in top lane, continues to siege. The play again from the Vikings in the bottom. Lornado coming out from the Decker Cane as well. Itrax gets an Ancient Blessings activation. Cocoon onto Tracer. Meanwhile, Falstad continues to do siege in top lane. One, two, 3 sappers make it into bottom bell tower. Falstad has another minion wave collapsing onto the top keep, and that should be bell tower back over to the side of RossPierrDoll. Next objective phase will be singular in the center of the map. But the big thing to mention is the nearly 2-level lead that has formed from experience, I would assume. Let's take a look here really quickly. Minions, 40,000 to 28,000, rounding. Heroic kills 5k to about 8k. Leyline Seal goes out. The camp will be stolen away. Ancient Blessings comes through from the Decker Cane. They're going to try and take this fight right before the level 20. The Lord Nato from Decker Cane pushing Muradin back, but he has Dwarf Toss over the wall. Illidan chases in. Falstead with an auto attack or two. The Stormbolt misses from him. Falstead barrel rolls to the side. Viking pushing a wave up through mid lane. And it's going to be Fury of the Storm for the Vikings. Rewind Muradin. Deep Cheats get stuffed. And Serenity for Malfurion. The best part for the members of RossPierrDoll here is they should be only taking 3 damage. Granted, they're going to try and they're going to lose this bottom fort, I think. Minion wave is inspired. Yeah, this will be 4 shots going in. 23 to what I assume is 11. I don't think there'll be a delay onto Sirdath Olaf.
I am lord of this realm, and it will not be stolen from me.
Gust from Falstead, Huntin from Illidan, Cocoon onto the Tracers again. Scroll of Sealing, Leyline Seal, and a Viking to be lost. Sappers in top lane should be cleared away in time. It's getting close. No, Olaf should be here. Yeah, they'll turn their attention to him, and he'll be able to clear this out just fine. Maybe? maybe not, actually. A little awkward. Oh, Illidan's in position to hunt? Oh, he doesn't have cooldown on it. 50 seconds to go, so never mind. Alright, Sappers won't be going over the wall in top lane. Bottom did have a minion wave pushed up, keeping bottom lane around, let's call it 30%. And the next objective phase will be Singular, center of the map as well. I think I caught cold or flu watching some HoTS casting and soup. Ooh, that's delicious. Enjoy your soup. Leyline Seal, a deep cheats finds 2. Lord Nato from Decker Cane to create a little bit of space. Chromie times out. And we'll instantly reactivate that. Get stuff from Tracer. I was like, wait, when did Muradin take Haymaker? He has Avatar. No, the get stuff is that displacement. Illidan once again, double soaking. Let's see, what is going to happen with a singular objective in the center of the map? We do have Falstad trying to clear out the Sappers that are pushing up in bottom. Gaff and DK are grabbing another Sapper camp. Nubrak will be interrupted from trying to get the channel. Sappers go over the wall. That was 2 Sappers, yeah, 11 to 9. Rewind from a Nubrak into the Muradin, who did pop his Avatar. There's a temporal loop. Stuck in a loop, I believe, is the level 20 for the Chromie, as we do have Rewind to Nubrak. We have Nexus Blades, GG for your Illidan, who takes out another Viking. Wind Tunnel and more Natos for the Decker Cane. As the Nubrak Burrow Charge does not find purchase into Tracer Health Bar. Love Call going for the channel. Will they stop? No, okay. I was wondering, oh, wait, actually, there was a Viking up here working on this, so yeah, I was thinking that maybe they would wait for Falstad to convert this bell tower, but no. They get the 4 shots in, it all works out, they trade bell towers, Illidan back on mid lane structure. It's a 10-point difference. Boss is up and available as Tracer looks to blink in and take down Itrax, who is the Unbound over the wall. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, this keep will be picked up by RossPierrDoll. Illidan is going to be seen walking into this. Does he want the kill? He's going to go for the camp. Diva's vision of this Nubrak in the rotation. Pulse Bomb goes out, as well as a Get Stuffed hit. Nubrak is really not too concerned about that. Chromie makes quick work of the wave extremely fast. There we go. I can't get words out today. Auto attack 2 onto Olaf, who sprints away. Illidan top, tries to chase onto Balog. Might have a... I think he's trying to pull Sir... Oh, uh-oh. Rewind Muradin. Bye-bye Illidan. Doesn't get to play the game. Doesn't get to play the game there. Single objective, bottom of the map. No Illidan for 54, but he does have Hunt. No level 20 nowhere to hide. That Nexus Blaze, as I mentioned. Basic attacks deal 20% more damage and slow the enemy movement speed by 20% for 1 second. 3 shots could go into the score, which would make it a 19-6 game. Anubrak burrows in. Is there an impale to delay out Serdaf? Absolutely. Volstead pressured currently by Muradin, who dwarf tosses away. Lave from Chromie once again in this objective bottom area. Pulse bomb onto Anubrak. Can't hit the W button in time. A lot of damage coming through. Tornadoes. Wind tunnel up against the wall. Wind tunnel against the wall from Volstead. Anubrak burrows in, pops his rewind. Nano will not be taken down. Anubrak has to burrow charge again to get away from all of this. Timeout from Chromie. Instantly canceled. Olaf has that large and charge. There's a mini stun, and it looks like a Viking will be lost. Chromie actually gets a deep breathing out at the last second. Anubrak will be popped, and the Vikings play again. Veronik falls. Oh no, Illidan hunts in just as he respawns, but he doesn't really have a good target. Falstad gets a run down just on the top right, and this might be Deckard and Illidan taken down. Lovegull has a little bit of keep shielding. A Lorenado, but a Stormbolt connects. Illidan's gonna 1v5. He's gonna make the big YouTube play against the enemies, getting that fort armor. There's a potion or two on the ground, but he's gonna be heading all the way to boss call, right? Put the enemy on 2 HP.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
Looks like nope. The call is going to be for a Sapper Camp in bottom lane. Minions soaked up by a Viking through mid. Tracer working her way towards the boss. Okay.
Destroyed a fort.
So they get the Sappers. Those I don't think will go over the wall because of Nubrak is already here. Okay, I mean, same results basically. Same results, different timing. Couple sandblasts here and there. Altar activating. This is a real tall order for Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins, and if you're wondering, the Vikings currently have 97 regeneration globes. Nearly 55 regen per second on just Balog. Cocoon onto Muradin. Meanwhile, Serdaf is getting the channel. Lovegull won't get the interrupt in time. Hunt from Illidan will come through, actually. Chromie goes down during all of this. Serdaf will lose one Viking. Wind tunnel from the Falstad just above. Bit of an awkward fight. Nano gets a self-cast Force of Will. Tranquility from Malfurion. Deckard is delaying out one of the Vikings. Illidan doing the same thing, but Deep Sheets captures a Nubrak, and so will but Malfurion's root. Serdaf gets the channel, and I do believe map number 2 will be going over to the side of Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. I'm gonna be honest, I was not expecting this composition to win, but they played this so freaking well. Well, if you'd like to help us hit 1,000 subs for the funsies of it, we're 2 subs away if you happen to have a Prime or a resub, or if you'd like to gift a sub, any of that good stuff. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and pay out the people, run some ads, and we'll get going into what could be the final map of this series. Now, of course, as a reminder, I keep reminding everyone, we do have StarCraft 2 casting after we cast Heroes of the Storm. So, if this series ends on the next map, we'll be swapping over to StarCraft 2 because the StarCraft tournament starts in 7 minutes, so things will potentially work out perfectly for us. Welcome in to what could be the final map in today's Best of Fives. Thank you, Loot Detector, for the redemptions. If I forget, remind me after this map because we just got into the draft. And on the left-hand side, it's going to be Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins with a score of 2 in the lead. RossPierrDoll down, looking to get the brooms out and potentially get the reverse sweep going through Alterac Pass. RossPierrDoll opted in for first pick priority, and this will be map choice coming out from Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. Where is Forget What to enjoy some Alterac Pass? Forget what? Hopefully you don't miss out. Twitch Gamble's going. Let's see what unfurls in front of our eyes. Tyrael, Junkrat, Samuro to be banned. Wait, there's no Cho. There's no Cho ban. There's no Cho ban. There's no Cho ban. I think it's, They have 1, 2, 3, 4. No! Why did I say something? Why did I say something? I can't believe it.
Here we go again.
I can't believe it. Why did I say something? Chromie will be your first pick on the right side. Ah, dang. All right, anyways. So it's Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins with 1-2 pickup. Last map they went Medivh Malfurion. What's the game plan from Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins? They played Tracer 3 games in a row, by the way. Or 2 games in a row. Lucio in the house with a Blaze. Not bad at all. You got Push Off for a slow, Soundwave for control, Blaze, Jet Propulsion. They're gonna take away the Muradin on the side of RossPierrDoll. With what? Do they go in for an early Anduin so they can get a Light Bomb combo? Do they want to get... Oh, I don't know what they want to go into. I don't think they want Brightwing. Yeah, Rhaegar's not bad. I was thinking maybe they go for some sort of healing denier, but Lucio sustain heal is pretty good, so it's... I like the Rhaegar. You got a baseline cleanse. Ancestral's pretty nice as well. Team fighting is decent. Mid-ban phase. Solo laner is needed. Maybe Dahaka ban? Dahaka's really good for this map. Hogger's phenomenal, actually. I'm surprised Hogger hasn't been banned. Maybe that's it right here. Oh, Cassia. I wonder if Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins will take the Hogger, and maybe they'll do a Tracer hyper carry. Huh. Why is Cho'Gall banned? RossPierrDoll plays a lot of Cho'Gall is the short answer. That's the short, easy answer. RossPierrDoll are known for playing Cho'Gall. They like to play Cho'Gall. I believe they actually have, as we load on into the map, I believe they also have Cho'Gall icons on a couple of the characters as well. So yeah. Stark's got it too. Thank you. Anubarak will be banned. Cassie removed as well. I literally, Wise Owl, if you were here earlier, if you were here for the first best of 5, you'd be asking why is Probius getting banned. Literally, Probius got banned 3 maps in a row.
The crusade calls.
It's just, you know, it's like our good friend Stark in chat. He gets Samuro target banned against him all the time. Maybe less now, but it used to be, like, I remember, like, 3 or 4 years ago, Stark and I, like, I'd be casting Ghillie Shark games, and Stark would literally he would maybe get a Samuro a couple times in a season of NGS, which is like 10, 12 games or something. Best of 3s. So, yeah. Johanna Hanzo will be the grab. I really want a Hogger over here.
Victory for the Forsaken.
I think Hogger's insanely good for this map. Bounces are really strong. Now, if you don't have a Hogger player, there's that too. But just even the horizontal bounce around the Nullpack camp is so quick too. And Nullpack camp is one of the lowest baseline cooldowns of a camp in Heroes of the Storm at a minute 30. But either way, we have our draft unfolded. It is going to be a pretty Overwatchy composition for Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins with their Lucio, Blaze, Hanzo, Johanna, Genji. And the right side with RossPierrDoll has their Chromie, Muradin, Rhaegar, Sylvanas, Sonya. Good drafts. We'll see how it all works out in the end. Sonya. We have Hogger at home. It's this lady who yells. And you check out the VOD. Unfortunately, there's no Probius play, but I mean, Probius got 3 bans earlier. Yo, what's up, Crush? How you doing, bud? Hogger is an Overwatch character, Mr. Caster. Whoever has more Overwatch characters wins. Do skins count, right? Because you have a Reinhardt skin. So it'd be 4-0. Oh, put your channel points where your beliefs are, chat. It looks like we already have 20k on Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. If any RossPierre believers, maybe we can make our way into a map number 4. Yeah, sorry, Wise Owl, sorry. A little bit of a spoiler on that one, but still. This new tea is great. I got some new teas while I was in Michigan. I have one that's herbal, which is really nice because there's no caffeine in it, so I can actually have like tea later in the day and not... It's like, when I'm casting, warm drinks, hot drinks, if you will, are the best thing. Vocal cords and stuff. But there's a point where I don't want more caffeine. I just want tasty hot liquids. Mr. T over here. I can't drink coffee anymore. I gave up coffee years ago, and my stomach... I have a really bad stomach. I have GERDs, which is like gastroesophageal reflux disease, which is like a mutation of acid reflux, so it's like a worse version. And I just can't drink coffee anymore. I gave it up, and my body got used to not having it, and I've tried coffee, and I just immediately get nauseous, and yeah. Unfortunate. Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins! Simply DK will be your Johanna. You got a Serdath Blaze, Nano Genji, Banana Lucio, and Gaff playing the Hanzo. Right side of the map trying to take us into a map number 4 through Alterac Pass. We got RossPierrDoll. This is a double elimination bracket, and this is our second best of 5 of the day. After this best of 5, we'll be swapping over to StarCraft 2 casting for the SC2 safe house. But iTrax will be your Sonya for RossPierrDoll. Lavcall is playing that Rhaegar Mac on Muradin. Alvarez playing Chromie, and Bronick is your Sylvanas. We'll talk about level 1s in a moment. As a scatter goes out from Hanzo, trying to poke at the enemies. No connection. Sonya literally set up for the true objective of the map. Serdath as well. The camp. Null-pack camps are one of the strongest factors in this map, and I am not surprised we're seeing an immediate setup for that one. Nano gets chunked a little bit. Mac with a small amount of pressure, and that's really it. Whole Zealous Glare level 1. You got a Celerando Lucio, Agile Dismount. You're looking at an Adrenaline Stimpack Blaze and Simple Geometry Hanzo. Might of the Banshee Queen for your Sylvanas at level 1. Time Walk's Pursuit for Chromie, Colossal Totem, Furious Blow, and you've got your Muradin Third Wind. Camps will be grabbed a little bit faster on the side of RossPierrDoll. Lucio Hanzo in the bottom lane, trying to push things up against the Chromie. Her artillery is decent. Sonya rotating in, looking for a spear. Nah, I'm just gonna slam on the wave, and that'll be that. All camps, because of the new patch, all camps are 30 seconds. Now, there was a bug. There was a bug on this map where it didn't spawn at 30 seconds. But when they fixed when they fixed Vala and Zagara, I believe they fixed the camp timer on this map as well. Sonya will go down. First kill over to the left-hand side. Nano, they will be able to get the kill into Muradin. An early double kill to Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. At Horror Anomaly, level 4 for your Chromie. That's oftentimes the combo into Time Walker's Pursuit. Looks like our mid lane wave will be managed by Genji Lucio. Sylvanas pushing up. I mean, push potential and siege-wise, the composition of RossPierrDoll is really good, but team fight-wise, I would give it over to Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins, especially after watching map 1 and 2 as well. I mean, team fight-wise, Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins are looking thick in the department of their team fights. Speaking of thick and girthy, we're gonna be the D stream for the for the StarCraft tournament. I feel like that's gonna be the run. At least from me, that's gonna be the running joke all day. Proper greeting from Chromie. Level 4 is nothing crazy to mention. Subdue Johanna, Shuriken Mastery. Slam build continues for Sonya. Rhaegar with Earth Living Enchantment. Null packs grabbed once again from both sides. 7 talent here, almost here for both teams. And the experience is pretty equal, actually. Where's it been made up in? A little bit in minion department. That makes up for the heroic kill, looks like, just about. very, very close map number 3 thus far. Ooh, time stop onto 2. Keep in mind, no debuffs onto that one to the enemy heroes, as it is the Inhoral Anomaly for just more traps and faster activation. You know what? It might have not been an accident for them to make the null pack 60 seconds. It might have actually been intentional because of how low the cooldown already is, but yeah. It is the true of it's because like on Hanamura, like all the camps on all the maps, as Little Owl is mentioning, all the camps were set to 30 seconds spawn time. But on Hanamura, for example, they nerfed the lane pushing Genji, the Genji mercenary. I'm blank. Sentinel, I believe it is. Sentinel mercenary. They weakened it a little bit, and I really do kind of feel like they should have just done the same thing with the null pack to balance it out. And maybe that will happen. That might actually happen down the road based off of the results of, you know, the couple months of this patch. But we have been getting, the frequency of patches has been very consistent. About a patch every month. I mean, well, I guess, you know, PTR and then you get the live patch. But still, like, updates coming monthly for heroes. Something. I will remain cautiously optimistic, but I feel like something could be brewing. I will happily... I'd love for just, you know, development to return. We don't need to go all the way to HDC. Blizzard realistically should just let the community run the tournaments and just give us the money for it. I've had this spiel before. That's the short of it. Anyways, Sonya gonna try and back away over here. We do have 10 talent tiers about to come through. The Stormbolt from Murden does land onto Lucio, who's able to wall ride away. But let's see, heroic-wise on the left side, what do we got going on as we check out some of the other stats? High Five, Bless Shield, X-Strike for the Genji, Bunker, and Dragon's Arrow. Pretty standard stuff. Nothing's brewing but my copium. I got a barrel of copium, Bless Shield, Dragon's Arrow, X-Strike. Sylvanas gets a Haunting Wave somewhere in all of that, but she still gets run down by Genji, Lucio. Time stop on the Gaff. High Five from Lucio just afterwards. This is the first objective, as it is 30 seconds of channel time. 2 defenders around. Stormbolt will land with a Thunderclap afterwards. Blazing bottom lane continues to pressure onto Sonya. Let's see. Leap, Slowing Sands, Wailing Arrow, Ancestral, and Avatar. Okay. Stormbolt to maybe delay Genji. Sylvanas is here with a Haunting Wave in. Mid camp's being grabbed by Blaze and the enemy team. Genji gonna try and get the channel again. Bark, bark. Oh, whoa, I thought Rhaegar had the bite. I thought he had a bite in time. Now Muradin and Rhaegar are gonna try and regain control of this. Genji delaying as best they can. DK hit with a Wailing Arrow. The Condemn activated still. And I think they get this. Is there? No way, 1.2 seconds remaining. Nano can't delay out long enough. 50 stacks on Shuriken Mastery. Time trap set up in the rotation between mid-top. And Bronek trying to get the channel. Genji already jumping around. Muradin Dwarf tosses in, misses the Stormbolt, but the Haunting Wave in. Swift Strike is forced out. Lovecold gets the channel. Meanwhile, in bottom lane, the gate was lost. Sonya, I think, is hearthing out at 200-something HP. Dragon's Arrow was used recently, so it might have been the pressure onto Sonya with the help of Lucio, but they don't get that kill. Johanna resetting. Throw me on the right side. Time's out, trying to get out of that oil slick. There's a time trap. She'll get the Ancestral in time. High five from Lucio. Objective delayed out by Jailers. Haunting Wave over the wall. The Jet Propulsion finds a little bit of damage. That's an X-Strike from Genji. Swift Strike to follow it up. A reset into Muradin. Shuriken Mastery's done. And a double kill picked up. Uh-oh. More? Chromie's going to try and hearth out. Will Genji have a delay onto her? No. He thought about it. Haunting Wave from Sylvanas. Gaff is right there, but Banana! Oh, no. Sylvanas was not expecting, I think, assistance to be there for Hanzo. Yikes. This is gonna be 2 forts. Meh, bottom lane might not go down, actually. Sonya's got some pretty decent clear on this, and top fort does go down. Keep front gate is gonna be assailed. Mid was already cleared away. Bottom is managed. Okay, so bottom fort, let's call it 30%. Top keep gate is gonna have 2 towers remaining. As Johanna tries to back away, slowing Sands, interrupting a little bit of that. Now, is there a boss call? Also, Lucio flank. What is going on, Banana?
Taking out our cavalry won't win.
Massive flank. Oh no! I've done that. I have done that. iTrax, I have done that, my friend. On this map, literally. I remember the clip. It was literally right here. I was playing with Totski and friends. What's up, Yanthor? Actually, what's up, Yanthor's cats, I think. Bottom lane boss is grabbed. Is it? Okay, they will confirm fort with this. Do they go double boss is my question. Because they could basically, like, triangle pivot. They could pivot into Blaze and then run up here. It actually seems like they're going to clear out wave, let Blaze finish this out, then rotate to top, because the trajectory is still leading up. So bottom fort was taken down. Yeah, Hanzo, Lucio, Johanna. Yeah, they're going to start this out. The one time when it goes as pouring rain. And I can't tell you how many Mondays I had, days off, where I was like, I can't wait to do stuff outside, and it was either overcast or raining, which is rare up here. So many times this year, but I think we're going to have a big winter. Good pressure onto Blaze in mid lane, forced to use his Pyromania. Oil Slick's thrown down. Jet Propulsion misses. The allies are rotating in. Stormbolt from Murden slows him down. Dragon's Arrow lands onto 2. Extract to follow it up. The Ancestral does not come through in time. The Blessed Shield to try and chase in further. Lobcall looking to run on out of here. Meanwhile, Sylvanas to Shiva Haunting Wave or anything to back away. The Scatter sets up the kill for Johanna's last auto attack. And the Null Pack, which does reduce armor of structures, will set up a mid lane destruction. Top lane boss takes down Keep Gate. Maybe more. Nine to 0 in kills. Not a single fort has been lost. The gates are still available, damaged, but this is looking like nearly a flawless game from Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. As Nano tried to use Swift Strike to pull the jailers away. Now here's the thing, the jailers don't respawn until you start the objective. But yeah, Nano slightly delayed. It's not going to be a big deal though. Third objective, 40 seconds of channel time, 3 jailers to defend. Sonya working on a bottom lane wave to try and get her level 16 for the team. There is a camp to be grabbed in mid. Murden picking up a bit experience in mid as well. And if you're curious about the experience department, there it is at the bottom of your screen if you are wondering where things have formed or how. Uh-oh, Genji. Report the Genji for feeding. Not a flawless game for the members of Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. Objective. Oh, the oil slick ignite at the last second was really well done. That'll get a couple more. Another ignited oil slick. Beautifully done right there. And Blaze will step in. Twin Flames thrown out as well. Ancestral comes through onto 1. There's going to be no delay onto the objective. Johanna gets sub done. And the Sylvanas falls as well. This is going to be banana with high fives to the allies. So low, but not taken down. It's a triple kill. Chromie Artillery will at least trade into Hanzo. Shimada Bros, the real feeders of the team. All right. Second objective phase. Keeps remaining. Top keep at 50%. Sub done and didn't die. That's huge. Usually you get sub done and then you die because you're around 4 enemies, but yeah, nicely done from DK. Hanzo down for the next 10 seconds. Top keep should fall to objective. Leap from Sonya. High fives from Lucio as well. think there was some Juggernaut plating from Blaze level 16 activated there. Keep will fall. Bottom lane being pushed into by Objective plus Nano and a really hardy minion wave. Mid lane didn't find as much, but DK steps back up for a quick little wave grab. Sylvanas is going to try and clear things out quickly. Use possession to stall out the wave. Mixing Fire level 20 for your Lucio. Fortified Bunker, Bullseye, Living Weapon, and Radiating Faith. Will slicks to slow, Swift Strike in, Dragon's Arrow, but Sonya has to hug the low side. Ends up going down, a big Wailing Arrow under the enemies. Blaze has a bunker at the tail end of that. Lucio trying to get some high fives in here and there. Swift Strike from Genji, looking for the reset. A scatter from Hanzo gets the kill. Nano gets a high five. X Strike, and he gets taken down by Chromie. Auto attack. Is there enough to end? I think they're going to try and take down mid-keep for the extra damage on the core, so it doesn't have 20% armor. Or 20 armor. I don't think they end here, though. I think they get keep and they back off, maybe for boss through bottom, and then maybe push with boss and Genji. Oh, unless they just kill the Chromie forehead. More shield glare. Flashlight kill. Sylvanas, Sonya, around for defense. Blaze still grabbing a camp. Genji up in 25. Keep in mid is like 3 hits away. Nullpack actually might just get this. Well, no, just kidding. Is this the boss call that I was thinking about? Oh no, Blaze. Oh no, Blaze. High five for Lucio. Soundwave coming through as well. Leaping from Sonya. Dragon's Arrow from Hanzo thrown in. Bullseye is there. Surdath. Are you serious? And meanwhile, there's Reaver minions that have pushed up. The keep went down in mid lane. Genji's back. How are you alive?
Free our soldiers and show the Horde what the Stormpipe Guard can do.
Okay. Muradin and friends know they've got to run at this. But Muradin has gapped his entire team. He's way too far forward because he was just trying to get here. Ancestral comes through. 50% of that denied from the mixing fire. I don't even think he got the activation. As a push off onto Itrax will set up a kill. Chromie, the lone defender. Will she join her friends in? Yeah, they're gonna. We're all heading. Her health bar literally deleted. 2,657 damage in 1.1 seconds. Yeah, we're all heading to. And that is a second best of 5 in a quick and clean 3-0, which literally times out perfectly for the StarCraft 2 casting event. And we got StarCraft 2 casting coming up next. Literally GG's in time for StarCraft. Holy crap. Wowee. All right, I gotta get some title stuff changed on my end. Okay, there is a logos.sc2 mod. I don't know how to do this. Does anyone know
It's
where?
wet, slick, it's ready to go.
Crush, thank you for the tier 1 gifted sub. I appreciate that so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome in Wise Owl to our lovely community. I have no idea how to add in, like, in-game logos. I've never done that before. Chat channel. Zombie Grub had requested a specific naming for our stream titles.